Hey everybody, welcome back to Majestic Collectibles. And Comic-Con fine, but not really. It was a trading card convention. My son and I and one of his buddies, they like to go looking for Pokemon cards. We went to a local trading card thing on last Sunday. And usually I'm pretty bored. I wander around, I talk to a few people, and then I get a couple Pokestops and we go home. But there's a guy there that had some comics, and that's really unusual. I rarely see that at those trading card shows. This here batch, that stack, $2 a book. I think there's about 50 books, so about $100 in the pile. And nothing crazy in there really, but fun stuff I'm pretty much going to resell. Stuff nobody else probably picks out. I got the Dragon Slayer movie adaptation. I got 4 of those. All VF near mint, never been read. Don't know whether in Mylars, but I'll take it. And I've got the second part here too, and I think I've got 5 of these. But one's a little rough. So what I do with this, they actually do sell online on my eBay store. And I'll put them together as sets, and usually $10 to $15 a set, depending how nice they are. And these are really nice, so I'll probably list these at $15 for the pair. And well, I got at least 4 sets, so there's what, $60 right there. Kind of the same here. The movie adaptations, and this is not a fantastic cover. Actually, it's not even a fantastic adaptation, although Marvel's movie adaptations were normally pretty solid. This isn't one of the better ones, but they do sell, get about $10 a piece or so out of them. I got some She-Hulks. Again, we talked about that before in some previous videos where it's, that's one that's just not really sought after. It kind of had a quick peak and died. But the early Savages, this is 1981 roughly on these. I don't see them a lot. They usually beat up, and these aren't mint, but they're probably close to VF. So I thought, well, you know what? Shoot, I'm gonna pick those up for a couple of bucks and just put them in my inventory, and they'll probably sit there a while. That's okay, but at least I'll have a few more on that. This is kind of a bit of an oddball here. It's a collector's. Oops, get it stuck to another collector's preview. Well, here, I'll just pop it open. So it's again, I don't know, I like that oddball, esoteric, whatever you want to call it. I kind of like that stuff. And basically it's a catalog, right? I mean, they want you to kind of get a hype thing going for the new titles and new characters, new storylines coming out. So again, I don't think it's anything amazing, but it is in really nice shape. It's good solid VF on that. Book I don't see a lot, so I thought, well, somebody might be interested. This I just threw in. He didn't have a lot of Wolverine. I think he maybe had one other one that was really rough, but it's a Sabretooth cover, so that's good. Again, Wolverine sell. I don't think it's anything super valuable. Has a little bit of a spine tick and some stuff there, but otherwise, it's pretty decent shape. So I'd say it's darn close to VF if it's not there. And that'll probably go in the antique mall. Now here's an interesting little batch. I pick these up whenever I can. They're typically low grade, and this is very typical. So this is probably barely good, if that. It's the reprint number 5. And let's see, is that? Oh no. So he had a few of these, but a lot of them were really, really super beat up. They don't sell quite as well as they used to. I think the Star Wars, at least the comics anyway, have cooled off a little bit, but I don't see them. They used to be in dollar boxes, for that matter, and they're not anymore. So I usually throw them in my inventory, show inventory, maybe at the antique mall booth. I don't know yet. We'll see. So that was kind of fun though. I was able to pick up just a few of these, even if they were lower grade. That one's always pretty good seller. It is the movie adaptation, but it's also got the Darth Vader cover on the front. So that one's usually pretty good. Up here, There's some Boba Fett and Bounty Hunter issues. These aren't any of them. So they're just kind of run-of-the-mill on that. So somebody's looking to put a collection together. Here's a really great cover, though, if you compare. So that's number 81, and here's number 79. So just in a very, very short amount of time, this cover art is just spectacular. So that was really, really good on that painted cover on that one. And then they go back, you know, after the nice painted cover, they went back to something like that. Spider-Man. Not a great selling title, but the Thanos cover, Infinity Gauntlet cover, does usually sell. Again, you're probably talking, I don't know, $5-10 range maybe, yeah, depending how nice they are. So I did get those, so happy with that. So Smurfs. Everybody's picked on me for years for picking up Smurfs, and these are pretty much all VF near mint and newsstand. So it's a newsstand version of it, and they sell, man. I'm telling you, Smurf number ones sell really, really, really super good. I will have no trouble moving those. Probably going to be in the $15-20 range each. So that's going to be fun. Here's a fun book. You know, you kind of got to be in my age group to remember the whole no prize kind of running gag through Marvel. If you know, you could win a no prize, which basically, you know, you won nothing, right? I mean, it was, but so they made a no prize book. I can't remember. I think it was just a one shot, but I'm not sure. And there's Stan in the front. Was this from 81? I think somewhere in there. Well, it says 82, 1982. Again, just a book I don't see a whole lot. You know, it's just a gag book, probably pretty close. I would say it's a good fine, maybe a fine, very fine on it. But having Stan as Dr. Doom on the cover, I thought was pretty cool. And I haven't seen one of those. I'm not kidding. It must have been, boy, I must have been the mid-90s since the last time I saw a no prize book. So they don't turn up around here very often. Here again, this is kind of like the Smurfs. You need the set though. So I've got the whole set, Muppets Take Manhattan. Condition's okay. This one's got a stain on the bottom edge, so it's really just a VG. The other ones are probably in that fine range on it. There's the big wedding issue cover. But combined, it's probably a $20 set. Sell them all together as a set. I did get this one. This is probably as far as superheroes go anyway. That was one of the few I got for superhero books. And this is an original. It's the first print on it. It's the Elektra and Bullseye, and you know, it's a good find. Again, maybe just a tick better. Probably not. Probably right and fine. Page quality is decent on it. So not too bad. A little light tanning. It is a book that sells. Daredevil as a whole, honestly, is a very slow title for me, but that's one that usually people pick up. This is a lot of fun. Blast from my past, anyway. DC TV comic, Super Friends special. Great cover on that, and Ross Andru and Dick Giordano did that one. And it is a comic, 1981. This is I don't know if there's a special 2 or not, to be honest with you. Again, I don't see these. Puzzles look clean. I didn't check when I bought it. I figured for $2, you know, I'll just deal with it, whatever it is, but it looks like yeah, doesn't look like anybody did the puzzles. Definitely aimed at, I would say, the younger crowd. And then it's got the house ads on the back for a couple of the regular Super Friends issues. And there it says, there's the first issue, and there's the first appearance of Zan and Jaina. And anyway, I thought it was a really neat pickup. No idea what it's worth. I'm going to assume it's got a little bit of value. I don't know. I don't really pick this up much, but Bronze Age Shazams, don't see a ton of them. This is a little higher number, so I don't see a ton of those either. And I do have some some folks that do like that nostalgia, they remember seeing the live action on TV. There's Cap Jr. He's got a new story, but they also had a lot of reprints from the 40s. That's why you get the C.C. Beck art. There's the new story. That's the new Cap Jr. You can tell the art difference. Dave Cockrum from X-Men fame did the art on that one. That was what, 74? 74, again, probably a VG. It's got that little tear in the edge. But it's a fun cover. Again, not one I see a lot. I've got some buyers for that, so, you know, probably a $5 book, maybe, I don't know. But it'll find a home soon, I would think. This is one I don't think I've ever had before. I've never seen one before. Elson's Presents Series 6. DC Heroes Comics, and I didn't look inside, so this is the first time I'm going to see it. 1980, very similar art to that Super Friends you just saw. So I don't know if that was Andrew Giordano or what. It does not have a credit. I don't see a name on it. And this is Action Comics 515, so it's real similar to that Archie, those two Archie books I got a couple of months ago, where they must have just recovered, you know, took the remainder, the unsold stuff, and then just slapped a new cover on a bunch of comics. Yeah, there's what? Oh, Mystery in Space 115, 1981. So we'll see what else is in here. It looks like they're complete, so they must run the feature and the backup stories with it, I'm guessing. Oh, did I miss? No. And I don't know. Now they're not seeing any others. But really cool. Oh, there we go. So Detective Comics number 498 from 1981, Night of the Savage. Oh, that was Harold's first appearance? I don't know. Anyway, so, you know, kind of interesting. Never really had one of those. That'll probably end up in my collection, at least until I find a nicer one. Elson's Presents. If anybody knows where Elson... Oh, well, here. This will probably tell me. Got a big ad on the back cover. Just looking to see... Look for Elson's news and gift shops in major airports and fine hotels. So I don't know. Somebody must have picked that up traveling. Then I'm guessing that doesn't look like that was something that was on the shelf. Well, and sure enough, there's no price on it. So I wonder if they did a giveaway. I wonder if that was some type of promo or giveaway from a hotel or airport or traveling. I don't know. Let me know if anybody knows. Batman Adventures 9. Obviously 12 is the big book, but you know, these early ones, single digit ones, I'm out of, and they really do sell. Now they do have to be clean because they're not super rare, but I didn't have any, so I picked it up. We'll see what I do there, how well that sells. Shogun Warriors, not an uncommon book. Again, this one's in like a 4mm Mylar sleeve. It is not... it's got, you know, Al Milgrom did the cover. I would say, you know, maybe a fine, very fine on that. 1978, good page quality. I'm guessing this must have been in somebody's maybe personal collection, is why they dropped it in the Mylar. I honestly don't know. It's not a high dollar book, even a nicer grade like that. But they do tend to sell. The robots and the Japanese stuff, Transformer kind of stuff, is always good. Here's the Smurfs 2, also in 4mm Mylar, and again they sell, and these are unread newsstand VF near mint books, just like the number ones. And probably have to go online with them since I have so many, but I'll stash a couple in my show stock somewhere. But they always sell. Smurf stuff always sells. Not necessarily the comic guys, obviously, but you know, fans of the cartoon show and things. G.I. Joe yearbook. I got this, of course, the day after the G.I. Joe show, so not helpful there. But you know, it's another one I don't see. And this is in really, really nice condition. A little bit of a doink down there in the corner, you know, but man, it's gotta be It's got to be a solid VF book, I think. Good paper quality on it. Everything's real solid in there. Oh, I'll see if you can see that. So I don't know. I mean, I haven't had one of these for a long time, but I love that. That's from the cartoon, the animated cartoon. Characters, like, I don't know if they just overlaid that from a cell or did it. I'm not sure. And you can tell it's basically to promo the cartoon, and you know, vice versa, sell some more toys. 1985 on that. I'll have to look that up. Oh, look at that. I got to show you guys that killer back cover with the Cobra on there. So that's really nifty. So I bought just a little bit more. I did get some Silver Age stuff here. Same dealer, same show. I just separated it, and you'll see why here in just a minute. This batch, I don't know. I didn't get a screaming deal on it, but it was good enough for me, I guess. 175 for these books. So I got 275 in everything. So not a lot of money. And this one, Spidey under 100 if they're nice and clean and decent quality, and that top loader has even more glare. It's in a 2mm Mylar. I don't know if you can see it. You know, it's got some rubbing a little bit along the spine, but I tell you, a little bit in the corner, but it's solid, I think, fine, at least on that. They were all complete. I'm not going to take them out now, but I did check them at the show. He was kind of have to let me look at them on there. And so that one was stickered at 60, which I got a deal on it, so I probably got it for what, around 50 bucks or so, something like that. These are the non-comic code approved. You'll notice they do not have the comic code symbol anywhere on the cover. I think there was 90, let's see, was that 96? I think 96, 7, 8, and 9? Maybe 102? Green Goblin covers, always good to pick those up. Again, nice and clean. Romita Sr. on that one. A little bit of tanning on the edges, but still it's probably in that VG fine range. So not a bad book. Presents really, really well. That's the kind of thing that even in this economy, I don't really see these dropping a ton. Not good quality ones. There's number 99. It's got the Prison Riot on there. Oh, that has the comics code, so it must have been 90 what, 6, 7, 8 on there. And again, this is probably a VG fine. A little bit of rust on the staples, but not bad. A little bit of tanning. There's a crease there, and I had 35, so what I get, 20, probably 28 bucks or something on it. So I thought, well, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'll take it. I don't think that's nicer than the ones I have in my collection. So most of these I think are going to get sold. This one is really nice, actually. This Avengers 67. I've got most of the Avengers, but boy, I couldn't turn this down. It's in Mylar, but it is a very clean, sharp copy on that. And I tell you what do you have? So 30 bucks. So again, I probably got it for what, 25, 6, 7, $8 after the deal. And you know, not super valuable, but great cover. I love that Ultron cover on there. And stuff. So I was very, very pleased with this one. This one, I think of all of them, I'm definitely going to keep for sure for mine, because I know it's absolutely positively got to be better than the one I have in my collection. So that's it for this one. I am still getting to the movie posters. I mentioned that in the last video, and then this collection showed up, so I thought, well, I better fit this one in. But we'll get back to the movie poster one sheets coming up here soon. Check those out, and thanks for watching.